Why do you think there aren't as many black people involved in sketch comedy as white people? And why don't, well, I don't want to say black people don't enjoy it. I don't think that we are, I don't think it's there for us to enjoy.
That's what I would say. I would say, like, my case, someone had to tell me what improv was, but once they did, and then just, like, I grew up watching Mad TV and stuff like that. I can see, like, okay, this is improv and sketch once I learned about it, but I had to find it because the schools are too far away. You know what I'm saying? It's not accessible unless you know. So you kind of have to have, like.
So why don't black people know?
I don't know, because I wasn't exposed to it.
Yeah.
A white person had to tell me about it. Other than that, I never would have known. I think we all know, like, black people know stand-up, but as far as improv, like, I had never heard of it. I didn't know. And then going into those classes, I'm in classes with people who've been doing it since they were 14.
Yeah.
White kids they got exposed to it so early.
And also, improv, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's like, right? You know what I'm saying? With like stand-up, it's an open mic, and you can be like, yo, what's up?
That's
I'm funny for free. And with improv, you paying $350 for a 6-week class, and then you're going through level A, B, C, D, and E, and then doing your show. So now you had like...
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I started my mixers.
Right.
Because I didn't want to give them my money for A, B, C, D, E, and then try to audition to be a part of the troupe. And I was like, I think I can bring this to our community. And I think that our community will embrace it. Because I know a lot of black people who love Whose Line Is It anyway.
We love to laugh. Black people love laughing.
It's what we do. It's what we do to relieve the stress and the agony of living this life.
It's hard.
We laugh when we cry.
and it's actually the performers, black folks who now do this, going back into the hood and saying, hey, if you can't throw that ball, you can't shoot that ball, if you can't like dance, you can improvise about throwing that ball, shooting that ball, or dancing on stage. You know, we don't have...
That's pretty deep, Choni. I never thought about that.
You never thought about
I never took it that deep into the community.
No,
you can't throw that ball. I never took
You
that
can
deep.
pretend.
Right on, brother. I got an agenda on this show, man.
I'm gonna bring the black man up one improvisational game at a time.
That's right. But it's just like, you know, because what happened with all these white folks, you know, they took Second City and said, hey, we're going to go to Chicago, the north side of Chicago. We're going to go to UCB, and we're going to take what we learned at Second City, because it's the Growlings, UCB, wherever improv that you do, it all started from like Second City, you know, and it's very a Shakespearean thing through like just training, and it's like they said that we're going to go to that. We're going to go to these upper class neighborhoods.
Look, I can't give Second City or Groundlings, I can give them credit for monetizing it.
Right.
But I'm going to always give black people credit for creating it. And we created improv with your mama jokes and roasting people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ours. Right. And now it's even gotten into the black community with Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out. You see it right there. I mean, his improv is a whole nother form of improvisational because he takes it to the hood. He takes it to the streets. You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about his show?
Love it. It
seems to be a little more intimidating than a Groundlings or
it's a particular type of show.
Yeah, and like all of them, not all. I don't want to speak for them, but I haven't seen them in the improv community, but what Nick Cannon...
Because it's white, Choni.
Right, it is white, but we need them to come over here, but we have them already on TV to say, yo, now I can say to my homie...
Well, we need to create another outlet, a different platform.
We definitely need to, yes.
We need to open
So
up
we're about to open up a school?
So we're about to open up
You got your first teachers right here.
I got my first teachers right here. I just interviewed you for being a teacher, so you good, you hired.
But I do think that Nick Cannon is doing a really good job with like Wildin' Out, because he's giving it a face to be like, I do improv, and you know your homies in the hood be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's a new, once you take the name away from it, you know, and it becomes, instead of being improv, it's Wildin' Out. But it's the same thing. It's improvisational skills.
And it's evolving too, like even with the internet and Instagram. Like this is a guesstimate, shot in the dark here, but I would say probably the top comedians on Instagram are African American for the most part. The people who are doing sketches and stuff like that, right?
I would have to agree.
Yeah, right.
I would have to
that's
agree.
Oh, we
almost
funny.
like that's we're
man.
funny.
See, I didn't know you were gonna come drop these lines.
That's short form. So it's
No,
definitely evolved.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Most of
You know
the
what I'm saying?
Instagram comedians or actors who have those large amount of followers, they really are improv.
Yeah,
I've never
improv,
thought about
sketch
that,
writers. Yeah, they figured out their lane, regardless if they've done it on stage or went through the schools or whatever. You know, they've figured it out and able to monetize it, and they're